So,
Good morning, I'm Bel Munato from Tarlac. Ang topic natin ngayon is hindi yung tatlong properties ng Kangen water. Hindi yung alkaline, microcluster, and antioxidant. Ang meron pa rin sa energy Kangen machine dahil ionization process siya ay yung molecular hydrogen or hydrogen gas. Yun, nakukuha natin pag fresh. 2 to 3 hours nag-evaporate siya. So makikita mo, may mga bubbles siya na maliliit at makikita mo doon nakadikit sa mga yun yung hydrogen gas. So kaya pag tinorch mo yung tubig, makikita nyo doon sa demo namin, pumuputok siya. No? Yung tumutulo dito sa machine na Kangen water, dahil sa ionization, because of electricity, ay nagkakaroon siya ng hydrogen gas. So, kaya very powerful ang Kangen water. Hindi siya ordinary water. At ipapaliwanag ng isang scientist, Dr. Tyler Lebaron. Si Dr. Tyler, pinapaliwanag niya yung hydrogen gas, napaka-importante na dahil pag may machine kayo ay fresh. Kaya lahat ng mga may sakit ay dapat ay fresh, merong machine. Dito, hindi yung hinihingi, hindi yung kinukuha. Kasi pag ang may sakit, nasa loob ng bahay, ay fresh mong iinumin. Na every time, na every hour ka, napaka-importante na fresh Kangen water ang iniinom. Hindi ito water purifier. No? Hindi siya water purifier. Ang Kangen Energy Kangen machine is a medical device in Japan. So, at napaka-importante na ang tubig na iniinom natin at may machine kayo ay fresh. Ngayon, samahan nyo kami dun sa testing natin na merong ipakikita namin yung aming torch na tumutulo yung tubig dun sa machine namin, yung tatlong machine, ipakikita namin na merong hydrogen gas. So, samahan mo kami dito sa testing na ito. Ayan, makikita nyo yung tubig. Tingnan nyo, habang tumutulo yung tubig, umaapoy siya. Ayan o, ayun, umaakyat siya. Umaakyat yung apoy. Papunta, kasi baka masunog yung doon sa hose. Makikita nyo yung apoy, ayan o. O, tumutunog pati siya. Pak, 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 na ganun siya. So, umaapoy. O, tingnan nyo, o. Ayan o. Umaapoy. Makikita nyo yung apoy. So, pati yung sa taas, ganyan din. Yung umaapoy din. Ayan. Ito naman yung nasa rooftop namin. Ayan o. Makikita nyo, may apoy. Ayan o. Umaapoy siya. Pumuputok siya. O. Naririnig nyo, pumuputok siya. Tapos umaapoy siya. Ayun. Ito yung sa rooftop, 10 years na itong machine namin ito. Pumuputok, naririnig nyo yung putok niya. Ayan, nagpapap siya o. Ayan.
ito naman yung nasa kusina namin, sa dirty kitchen. Ayan, nakikita ninyo yan. Lakas pumutok ano. Malakad pa ngayon ang niya. So yan ay 12 years old, pa 13 na siya, pero still working perfect.
Hi, I'm Tyler LeBaron of Molecular Hydrogen Institute. I have a degree in biochemistry and currently teach physiology at the university. I have been researching the therapeutic effects of hydrogen gas since early 2009 and even spent time doing research on hydrogen in Japan at Nagoya University. Why am I so passionate about hydrogen gas? If you are interested in health, wellness, longevity, natural remedies, exercise performance, then you have every reason to be as passionate about hydrogen as I am. The rates of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, and many neurological disorders are alarmingly high. The biomedical research on hydrogen gas appears to have marked therapeutic potential. There are a number of well-controlled human studies and over 300 peer-reviewed scientific articles on the benefits of hydrogen, some being published in the most prestigious journals like Nature and Science. Now that the positive effects of hydrogen have been confirmed in about 80 different human disease models, scientists are feeling very excited about its impact on disease treatment and prevention. There are 3 simple reasons why hydrogen is helpful. Number 1, molecular hydrogen can convert toxic oxygen radicals to water. It is the smallest molecule, smaller than oxygen, and can easily and quickly enter the cells and mitochondria better than any other antioxidant. Number 2, hydrogen also triggers an increase in our body's own antioxidant system, like glutathione and various other cytoprotective enzymes. Number 3, hydrogen exerts a beneficial effect on cell signaling, cell metabolism, and gene expression, giving it anti-inflammatory, anti-allergy, and anti-obesity effects. The interest in hydrogen research and hydrogen technology for health and wellness is growing exponentially.
Molecular hydrogen for neurological health. My name is Dr. Freddie Garcia, and today we're joined by Dr. Tyler LeBaron. Dr. LeBaron, thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thank you very much.
Dr. LeBaron, we're shooting this quick video with you today because you are presenting at this year's ISCN, the International Symposium on Clinical Neuroscience. Your topic is the therapeutic effects and clinical applications of molecular hydrogen for neurological health. Now, molecular hydrogen is something I've recently learned about, and I'm learning more and more about it. It's piqued my interest in a great amount. So, Dr. LeBaron, my question for you is, why is it important for scholars to learn more about molecular hydrogen, and why did you choose the topic in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. So molecular hydrogen turns out to be a novel medical gas. So you think about nitric oxide and many other gases that have therapeutic effects. Molecular hydrogen is one of those. And it's the smallest molecule in the universe. That's going to allow it to penetrate the cell membranes and enter into the mitochondria, the nucleus, go through the blood-brain barrier, all these places that a lot of drugs or nutraceuticals can't actually go to. And there, it turns out that hydrogen gas has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects and a lot of other really amazing effects on signal transduction pathways and alters protein phosphorylation cascades. It's really an amazing area. And there's over 2,000 publications on the therapeutic effects of hydrogen gas, over 100 human clinical studies. Essentially, hydrogen has been shown to be therapeutic in every organ of the human body. So it's super exciting. And when we look at some of the disease models and human studies that have been investigated, we're talking about immediate medical applications that people can use for their patients right now. So metabolic conditions, okay, cardiovascular conditions, neurological conditions, from Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, you just list all these areas. Like I said, 170 different diseases have been studied on this. And hydrogen is the simplest molecule and it's safe. So it's not some alien, foreign, toxic pharmaceutical. Anybody can try this. It's natural to our bodies. And so I'm super excited to educate and explain all the clinical effects that you can use for your life and for your patients.
You're absolutely right. This is incredible. And of course you're right, because listen, I know you're one of the experts when it comes to molecular hydrogen, but in
2013, I thought, I saw some amazing things. I believe in this research. This needs to be out to the public. This hydrogen is really something that has the potential to help so many people. And I wanted to educate people. And at the time, nobody knew anything about hydrogen gas being beneficial or therapeutic, only that it was explosive.
To it. What are the most interesting key benefits you've seen really in the past 6 months around hydrogen that you think will transform the way that people, our health in general? Like, what are the top keys?
Good question. I'd want to say that some of these new publications coming out on hydrogen being good for things like dementia, cognitive impairments, it's very powerful. I mean, there's really no drugs that have been shown to be effective for things like Alzheimer's disease. And so when we are seeing these clinical studies, not just animal studies, which were very impressive themselves, but actual human clinical studies showing that hydrogen gas can not only slow down or prevent the decline in cognitive impairments, but actually lead to improvements, to me that's amazing. And similar with stroke, cerebral infarction, what's going on with the post-cardiac arrest syndrome. The Japanese government in 2016, back in November, approved the inhalation of hydrogen gas as an advanced medicine so they could do a major clinical trial with over 360 patients in 20 different hospitals so they could determine the effects and benefits of hydrogen gas for this post-cardiac arrest syndrome. So I think this is really setting major changes in the medical community. But then just for people like you and me that are healthy, that want to live a better life, the research that's coming out on just exercise performance, whether it be improved recovery and endurance and exercise capacity. These are small things but are significant, especially for those who are really trying to get the cutting edge, right? Get some more energy, get another bout of exercise in to push themselves harder and to recover faster. And then also the fact that just drinking hydrogen water, everyone drinks water, right? So you can just drink hydrogen water, and in one of the studies with healthy patients, so they're not patients, healthy people, right? Healthy subjects, they drank the water and they had improvements in mood and anxiety and decreased stress, which to me is so great. We published a study in Scientific Reports showing that hydrogen could increase the resilience to acute and chronic stress in mice, and we exposed them to forced swimming and changing their make so they can't sleep at all, and changing their food, like a whole bunch of things to cause all this stress. And those that drank hydrogen water, well, they fared a lot better, had a lot more resilience to the stress. And now again, we're seeing this transfer into these clinical studies with normal, healthy people who are just exposed to the stress of daily life, and they're able to drink hydrogen water. They have lower sympathetic nerve activation, so they're more, because sympathetic is like fight or flight, right? Just the whole time. And doing that all the time is really harmful on your body. So being more parasympathetic, more relaxed, more calm, that's so good for you, and just drinking hydrogen water can do that. So these are the things that really excite me, that can really benefit people, not just those patients that are sick and need help and preventing, but just healthy people already, to have them live a higher quality of life. It's interesting, Professor Sun from China, he's kind of the pioneer in China. He kind of has this quote, I'm not sure how it translates into English, but essentially, we need oxygen to live, but we need hydrogen to live well. And I think that really sums up the benefits of hydrogen in many ways. Hydrogen gas seems to modulate signal transduction and gene expression, and so in order to do this, we have to have this intermittent pulse exposure. So when you drink hydrogen water, you have a high increase in the blood, and then it goes down quickly. Whereas from bacteria, it kind of slowly goes up and stays there for a while, and slowly goes back down. So it doesn't have the same effect on our genes and on our cells as does drinking hydrogen water.
So what about the safety of it, right? It seems so new, even though the research, as you mentioned, Dr. Ota's been researching it for over 13 years. The research is there, it's really culminating. What about the safety, and can children take it?
Yeah, excellent question. So far, there's no reported adverse effects from taking hydrogen, even at high concentrations. And scientifically, that's somewhat makes us skeptical, because if something has a beneficial effect, then it should have a noxious effect, especially at high doses, at high concentrations. We don't really see that with hydrogen. Even at cell culture at very high concentrations, or in animals or humans, we don't see that. And the safety is really well established, even before Professor Ota started his research 13 years ago.